Started. Jaime Fairbairn ready to kick it off. And off we go from Houston. And no chance to return this one. Through the end zone for a touchback. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. A first carry now for Rico Dowdle. Rush. That one downfield for Cooks. And he's going to give his offense a short field to work with as they look for their first points of the game.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
Stroud begins with a pass. That's caught. It's Joe Mixon.
Nice job here by the defense. Did a good job just covering up everything for the most part. So once this ball was caught, really didn't have much of a choice but to just head out of bounds and pick up a modest gain.
They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. He might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a third down. From the gun, here's Stroud. And on third down, that ball incomplete.
I can sit up here all day, Mike, and we can talk about the missed throw, but I think a lot of the credit has to go to the pass defense. Not only did they do a good job making it difficult for them to complete the pass, but I think they saved the touchdown along the way.
Fairbairn's kick is good. And the Texans are out to an early 3-0 lead.
And I think this is going to end up being considered a successful drive, Mike. I think obviously you would have loved to see them come down and convert and score a touchdown. But at the very least, they needed to come away with 3. They were able to do that and take a lead on that field goal.
The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Here's Rush. He's able to keep his eyes downfield for the completion. It's a gain there of 26 yards.
Scramble rules. Every team has them, and the teams that execute them the best, that's where the big plays come. It's exactly the case here. Great job by the running back sensing his quarterback move from the pocket, stay in phase, be friendly, throw for the quarterback, and once he gets the ball in his hands, he can do the rest.
And they'll take this down inside the 35.
And a nice pickup there by the back with an explosive run play. And it's important to point out, Mike, this offensive play caller, he's still working off that opening script. It doesn't necessarily have to just be the first possession. Using formations, using run game and pass. Unmask the defense and understand where to take the play calling as the game unfolds.
That's complete to Devontae Turpin. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules. And the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend.
They're at the 17-yard line now for 1st and 10. In the red zone now, he'll drop to throw. That's over the middle and intercepted. That's the linebacker, Azeez Al-Shire.
I'm not going to sit here, Mike, and say there's ever a good time to throw a red zone interception, but in this case, it's the first half. You have the rest of the game to get yourself back down here in the red zone and make up for that miscue, because next time they get down here, they got to be a lot more careful when they decide to air it out.
On first down, it's Stroud. And that one knocked away. It's incomplete.
They just rushed that decision just a little bit downfield. I mean, it's one thing to trust your guy to make a play in tight coverage, but I think if he was a little bit more patient in his progression, there was an easier throw out there that wouldn't make him have to throw such a tight window ball and put his receiver in a tight spot.
A second down throw for Stroud. He'll get rid of it, and completed. Stroud connects with Collins, and it's a first down for Houston.
This is what every offense looks to do, Mike. They want to attack the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. And oftentimes, that's where the chunk plays come. Give it to your receiver on the move and let them do the rest.
And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up second down. Throwing is Stroud. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a first down after a gain of 7.
We're starting to see this so often, Mike. The days of just having a running back who you're just going to turn around and hand it to, yes, that's still a critical part of NFL offensive football, but their ability to be used in the passing game. Just one more thing for the defense to have to defend. Make them go sideline to sideline, line of scrimmage to the end zone. Defend every blade of grass, and a really good running back goes a long way in doing it.
A gain of 16 yards. First down for Houston. So just a lone field goal in the first quarter of play. 3-0 is our score. More from Houston coming up in a moment. Stroud to throw here on first down. A ball deep for the end zone. And this will be incomplete.
So, of course, you prefer to connect on that throw, but think about it like this, Mike. The more they continue to test this defense downfield, the more it's going to open up some of those shorter passes underneath.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Here's Stroud. And he just does get that one away. He was being chased down, forced the awkward throw. And maybe he's fortunate that all it is an incompletion.
There's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
He completes this one to Mechie. He's going to be brought down very close to that line to gain. They're going to mark him just a bit short. And now it's 4th down. The Texans going to go ahead and use their first timeout here. A field goal, no gimme from this distance. They'll go on 4th down. They'll run for it with Mixon. And he's going to have a Texans first down as he pushes forward for a couple on 4th and inches.
This play should always end up converting a 4th down, especially at this distance. But you can't tell me there weren't some nerves on that sideline as they sent that play in to snap it. But fortunately, nothing to worry about. The offense gets it done.
On first down, they keep it on the ground, and they keep it with Mixon. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe he gets a yard out of that one. It's 2nd down. Back to throw. Stroud. Crushed. It's incomplete. He did get the pass off, but he got drilled before he let it go.
It's pretty remarkable at this stage, Mike, that they're even winning this game. I mean, anytime a quarterback is completing less than 50% of his throws, you just don't see that very often, and it just seems like time and time again, this quarterback and his intended target.
That is caught. What a throw. Nico Collins. Touchdown, Houston. What a terrific play at the back of the end zone. Greg, that is so hard to do, but something you did during your career. How do guys pull that off?
Yeah, the key here, Mike, is the concentration to not only see the ball, but then you have to feel the ground. You have to know exactly where you are in the back line of the end zone. And tell you what, this is about as good as it gets. Come down with the ball, 2 feet in bounds, touchdown.
And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it up. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. Here's a carry for Dowdle. And he is crushed in the backfield. Defenders firing through. Shut it down right away for a loss of yardage.
Well, as been the case this entire first half, it's been the defense that's really carried the load for this team. Some offensive struggles, but they've done more than their part, coming through again with another big stop for a loss.
Now, Rush. A pass caught by the veteran. That's Brandon Cooks.
They may not have moved the chains, but with what they were dealing with there on second down, that's a really nice pickup because now it opens up your play call sheet on third down where it's a little bit more manageable.
And this ball incomplete on third down.
And barring an aggressive decision here on fourth down, it just seemed like a really wasted possession to go 3 and out. Not able to pick up a single first down. Not only do you not able to gain any field position advantage, it really takes a lot of the wind out of your sails as you find yourself jogging off the field and the punt team coming on.
The punter remains on the sideline. They're going to line up and go for it on fourth down. They will indeed go as they look to throw. That's into the hands of Turpin. And he's going to have a Cowboys first down. They pick up a big chunk of yards to boot. The gain is 18.
A little bit of a risky decision for some, Mike, but frankly, I really like it. I think the days of being aggressive on fourth down, even on your side of the field, are here to stay. And while some people say this is over-aggressive, in this case, the aggressiveness paid off, and they're going to keep this drive alive.
And for the third time in this first half, he's been intercepted. And the Texans are going to get this back at their own 34-yard line.
And at this point on the sideline, Mike, it just has to feel like deja vu. I mean, really, the last 2 drives, same story. Continuing to drive, have something brewing, and then you just stall out in the exact same fashion. You can't put the ball in harm's way. You're not going to win a lot of football games if you do.
On first down, they'll start with Mixon. And he'll get about 5. 2 minutes remain here in this first half. Greg and I, back from Houston in a moment. On second down, Stroud. He's got the veteran, that's Robert Woods. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line. That's good for Houston. They'll run on first down with Mixon. And he'll get this to the 43-yard line. Donovan Wilson will bring him down. Here's 2nd and 6. Stroud. Oh, waffle throw there. Back across the field, but it's still a completion. Here's a timeout, Houston. That's their 2nd. And they'll have a chance to talk things over after picking up that first down. In motion now, it's Collins. That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down. Out of the gun, here's a give to Mixon. And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up 2nd down. Again, they'll give it to Mixon. He'll try to get back to the line, but he's not happening. Gonna lose a yard. Texans gonna use the last of their timeouts here, as they'll stop it just a little bit over 30 seconds to go in this first half. Now a 3rd and 2. Stroud gonna set up to throw, and that is incomplete.
So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But the biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with a lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback.
So instead of going for the first down, in comes the field goal unit. Bit of a surprise here. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Texans will open up a 13-0 lead.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
The return team gonna let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. First and 10. Throwing is Rush. That one downfield for Cooks. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. And now the Cowboys are going to take a timeout. And they stop it with 19 seconds to go in this opening half. First and 10 now from the 36. Throwing is Rush. This one downfield, complete to Cooks. And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone, and this is where you have to finish drives.
Well, a chance to get right back in it here. First down and goal. To throw is Rush. That is caught. What a job to keep the play alive. Brandon Cooks. Touchdown, Cowboys.
You know, we spent so much time talking about the heroics of a game-winning drive to end the fourth quarter in 2-minute mode. But let's talk about a 2-minute mode, Mike, at the end of the first half. It might not be in walk-off fashion, but I'll tell you what, executing that here going into halftime changes this entire game.
Next to score Texans 13, Cowboys 7. Brandon Aubrey is on the Cowboys.
So, still the matter of 6 seconds remaining in this half. And the kick's away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. Set to go now on 1st and 10. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And this will be a Texans first down as he gets this up to the 42. So we have reached halftime here. It is a 6-point difference at the break. As we'll send you over to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman standing by. He's got the EA Sports halftime report. Coach. First half played out a bit as we expected. We'll see if there's a surprise coming up. Both teams set to go, and the second half is underway. The return team gonna let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. On 1st and 10, here's Stroud. That'll be taken in by Nixon. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
At the 32-yard line.
Throwing on 2nd down, Stroud. Throw across his body is complete. Here's a 3rd down and 4. From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag comes in. That might make this a first down. Here's a give up the middle to Mixon. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up 2nd down. They'll go right back to Mixon. And he'll only be able to muster a couple of yards. It is Jordan Lewis who brought him down.
A gain of 2 brings up 3rd and 2.
From the gun here on 3rd down, it's Stroud. And that is incomplete.
Great pass rushers live for 3rd down, especially when they know the offense has to be one-dimensional. And this is a great example here, Mike. They can just pin their ears back and go. They know there is no threat for run. It is a must-pass situation. And for this offense, they're lucky it didn't result in a sack.
On 4th down, Stroud. That's taken in, and he's going to have the 1st down. So taking a chance there, playing with the lead, but it works out for them.
Offensively, landing a lot of body blows on this drive, Mike. Just the ability to steadily march the ball downfield and remain so efficient, both run and pass. As they continue to wear this defense out, they have to find a way to end this drive with points. Anything short of that would be a bit of a letdown.
And he tries to get back to the line of scrimmage, but will not happen here. He's going to lose a yard.
A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the 45-yard line.
From the gun, here's Stroud. Now he takes off.
That's a smart play. 2nd down, don't force it if it's not there. He's able to tuck it, pick up some extra yards, and set up a more manageable 3rd down.
To throw is Stroud. And he'll just have to throw this one away. There was nowhere to go downfield. And now it's going to bring up a 4th down.
Here's the quarterback doing everything in his power to extend this play, and none of his guys could get open. You got to see someone separate, work with your quarterback, go into scramble second reaction mode, and it also gives some credit to the back end doing a nice job plastering with their assignment, and he had no choice but to throw it away. So anytime an offense comes off the field after settling for 3, you always have to take the good with the bad. In order to get down there in field goal range, you had to do something positive to move the ball. But at the same time, how are we going to be able to finish these drives and convert for 6 the next time we get down there?
And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. Here's 1st and 10. Rush. He'll get rid of it and complete it. And a big strike for good yardage there all the way up to midfield. Rush to throw. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Here's Rush. He's going to keep it himself. And that's a veteran quarterback doing what veterans do. Don't take the extra hit. Got the 1st down, get down. The drive continues. Throwing now from the gun. Oh, man, coming free, and that's Cooks. And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5. Now they'll set up to throw. To the goal line and in. Rico Dowdle. Touchdown, Dallas. Greg, sometimes we say it too often. That was an important drive. That one really felt important for them to edge a little bit closer.
Yeah, now the question is, Mike, yeah, the offense does their job, but can the defense get a stop? They've got to continue to get the ball back to their offense. Let them build on that previous drive because they've still got some work to do.
The extra point by Aubrey is good. The Cowboys will cut it to a 2-point lead. So we'll take it to the other end as we are through 3. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. Looking to double up here, score the touchdown. They want more. They're lining up for an onside kick. So the lead is down to just 2 now in the 4th quarter as they kick it off.
Late in the game, this is where you see teams really start taking some chances. And boy, this was a big one, but it's not going to work out.
On the give, this is Mixon. And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up 2nd down. They'll run out of the gun with Mixon. And I don't think he got there with that one. Only needed a yard. Wrapped up at the line of scrimmage. And now we're looking at 3rd down. They'll try and run for this with Mixon. And he is going to have a Texans 1st down. They're able to convert on 3rd and short, picking up 4.
Really just the same approach that an offense would take on a quarterback sneak, Mike. You don't necessarily have to spring them for a huge gain. Can you buy just enough space up front to pick up 1 yard? That's exactly what they did. Pick up the 1st down.
And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground. They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. They will work the middle with Mixon. And that should be enough. He works his way forward to pick up a 1st down.
This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. 2nd and short, play action pass, you can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground, play it safe, pick up the 1st down.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Now Mixon, he is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too.
At this stage in the 4th quarter, great job by the defense, understanding exactly what the offense is trying to do. They're trying to bleed the clock, shorten the game. They completely sold out to stop the run, able to take them down for a loss.
A 2nd down throw for Stroud. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be third down.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
Third and long. The play clock down to 0, and this not the best of sequences. The task now, a really tough one. Third and very long. Here's Stroud. Oh, they got the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And the Cowboys will take over here just shy of the 30.
When you find yourself in this situation, Mike, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
This is 1st and 10. Now, rush. That is caught! And he's down inside the 40-yard line.
Big-time play there as they try to cut into this fourth quarter deficit. At this point in the game, Mike, remember, you're just going to get a couple more possessions, so you have to make the most of them, especially with the lead being this close for the taking.
So 2 minutes left to play in the second half. We'll come back and finish this one off after this. Plenty of time, all 3 timeouts left. It's 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. And that ball incomplete over the middle.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
Back to the air again on 2nd and 10. Just trying to avoid the rush there. He's hit as he threw, and the pass is incomplete. Noise reverberating off the roof. Very loud before 3rd down. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. That's into the hands of Turpin. And he will score. Devontae Turpin. Touchdown, Cowboys.
We're seeing this so much all across the NFL, Mike, is the value placed on a receiver being able to turn into a runner after they're able to secure the catch. And sometimes it's easier said than done. But if you want to survive in this league as a wide receiver, you have to be able to make plays like this after the catch. And great job there by the quarterback being accurate, and great job by the receiver running after he makes the catch.
So now playing with the lead after that fourth quarter touchdown. Time to kick it back the other way. On the return, it's Dameon Pierce. Now an opening past the 30. A good return as he takes it across the 30. Here's 1st and 10. Stroud to throw. And he just does get that one away. He was being chased down, forced the awkward throw. And maybe he's fortunate that all it is an incompletion.
A great pass rush is like a closer in baseball. When you bring them into the game, it's all but over. And that's exactly the case here. It doesn't result necessarily in a sack, but it was the hit that altered the throw just enough to end that play before it started.
On 2nd down, Stroud. And that would be the dagger. It's intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
And at this point in the game, Mike, we all know one play can be the difference between winning and losing. And now after that poor throw, we'll see, can they capitalize on this extra possession that they just stole?
They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look. They'll run with Dowdle. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
This is the moment in the game, Mike, where it really matters to have a run game. You find yourself winning here late. You want to try to run the clock out and finish with the ball. And boy, do they ever. Give credit to this offensive line and running back. They came through when their team needed them the most.
It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. Now Dowdle. He'll get 4 and down inside the 20-yard line. The Texans going to go ahead and use their first timeout here. They'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in this one. On the ground, it's Dowdle. And the Cowboys are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
An 8-yard pickup. 1st down, Dallas.
They'll stay on the ground. And this is going to be a touchdown. They are going to extend the lead here in the final minute of play.
And that's exactly how you stress all week, finishing a game. Get the ball and leave no doubt. But that late touchdown, Mike, that should all but just seal this victory away.
Aubrey, good with the extra point. And the Cowboys will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter.
Brandon Aubrey to kick off for the Cowboys.
Down to the final few seconds of this one as the kick is away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll come up for 1st and 10. Mixon. And he'll be brought down there, and that'll put a wrap on this one. Time has